I think sometimes our hearts are hard because of pain. People have walked on our heart, and so we've allowed it to get hard. What do you think? And I wonder if you think about your own life, maybe your heart is hard right now because you've been betrayed by somebody or you've been hurt. And you really don't like that your heart is hard. It's just become a defense mechanism. Your heart has just gotten hard because you're like, I don't want to let that happen to me again. I don't want to experience that kind of pain again. But the thing about your heart is it's so important to God, and God wants you to have soil that is soft and can receive his word, and it can take root, the seed can take root and it can grow. But a lot of times when we've gone through a lot of pain, it is hard to keep a soft heart. Are you guys picking up what I'm laying down right now? Jesus says, as he explains the parable to the disciples, listen to the explanation of the parable, verse 18. The seed that fell on the footpath, say footpath, represents those who hear the message about the kingdom and they don't understand it. The evil one comes and snatches away the seed that was planted in their heart. He said it's like a bird that comes down and just picks up the seed before it even gets in. The seed didn't get a chance to take up root because there was so much pain, there was so much hardness of their heart. I mean, think about this. You need a soft heart for a good, trusting relationship. Yes or yes? Let's say you were dating somebody, okay? And you come out of this relationship because it broke up and they really broke your heart. Is it fair to say that you're gonna have a little bit of a hardness in your heart as you go into the next relationship sometimes? And can it be that way with God? Could something happen in your relationship? Maybe something that happened at church, and then suddenly your heart gets hard and it's harder for God to get through to your heart? Is that possible? God wants you to have a soft heart. And the way that happens is you receive healing. You gotta have healing. And the only way you can get healed is if you open your heart again. You have to open your heart. There are people in here today, you've made vows. You've said, oh, I'm never gonna do that again, or I'm never gonna be like that person, be around that person again, or I'm not gonna be in a life group again, or I'm not gonna be friends with Christians again. And you make these vows because you're protecting yourself. Man, I just wonder how many people have made these vows that are holding them back from full surrender to God. I know I had done that. I know I had said I'm not gonna be friends with Christians anymore. I'm so glad that I actually changed that and I repented of that, because that same Bible college where people were betraying me and I almost got kicked out and I wanted to run away is the same Bible college I met my wife. I wouldn't have met my wife if I had to run away because of my hard heart. Will you trust God? Will you trust that he wants to work with your heart?